Hello, Mook. It's Milo here for trading cards, and we have a trade. This is the 5th trade on the channel so far, and it is a big box. So I had to set up the camera in a different way. Big special thanks to Catherine for helping me with that. Couldn't have done that without her. She did most of it. Okay, so what? I actually really don't know what I'm about to open up here. But what I traded a Mook for this box was some of the packs that I got in a trade, some of the football packs. And then in addition to that, I traded the Dennis Rodman that I opened in the Basketball Bros and their coaches video. And I believe that was it. So what we got here is a big old long box. Big old long box and a note. It says, hey, there's my given name, my true given name, Miles. Enjoy and thanks again. Didn't sign it. I can only imagine it is from the person who sent the package. All right, what is this? Reskin? It's got some skins in it. It's for rat skins, I think. Wow, this is all taped up too. Someone packs their cards nicely. Bubble. It is a huge package. Oh, we got just some cards pouring out now. We're just gonna grab a grip at a time and have a look-see. Scott Bradley, Vincent Palacios, Kevin Bass, Chito Martinez. Now, what are these cards from? They're baseball, obviously. Topps. What year are we looking at here? 1992 Topps. Jose Vizcaino. Terry Mulholland, seen that one before. Trevor Wilson, Skeeter Barnes, old Skeeter made it. Sean Hilagis, Tom Paganazzi, Bobby Thigpen, Mike Hardley, Cal Eldred, Gerald Clark, Mark Carrion, Scott Bales, Neil Heaton, Harold Baines. Yes, please. Harold Baines is on my MLB The Show team. Nice. Jack Armstrong, Ken Patterson, Walt Weiss, Scott Campriaro, Willie McGee, Bob Kipper, Randy Reddy. He's always ready, that Randy. Joe Klink, that's where you can find him. Jose Lind, Dave Rigetti, Brian Smith, Bill Wegman, Rick Honeycutt, Joe Boover, Eddie Murray. Oh, I think that might be good too. We got a Storm Davis. This one looks a little bit older. Let's take a look here. 1988, so I guess 1989 Topps. And then we have Gerald Young. We have a Jeff Tackett, Mike Butcher, Bob Scanlon, Pete O'Brien, Brian McRae. If you're Brian McRae, let me know in the comments down below. Frank Tanana, Chuck McElroy, Frank Viola, John Smiley, Mike Jackson, Mickey Mantle, Morandini, Kurt Stillwell, Denny Neagle, Pedro Munez, Rob Deere, Jose Uribe, JT Brewitt, Dave Hayati, Gino Petrali, David Seguy, Jeff Ferret for the Athletics. What is this one from? What is this set? Jeff entered Pro Ball at Paintsville in 1983, the year I was born. And after 3 games, started with 21 strikeouts and 17 innings, was promoted to Beloit. At Stockton 1985, Jeff was selected by the California League managers as Circuit's top major league prospect. Now, I haven't heard about him, but I'm putting him aside. You never know. Scott Livingston, You know, what I don't know could fill a giant silo of infinite space. We got Mike Rosler and Derek May. These are from Fleer 1990. Matt Kinser and Wayne Edwards. Wow, these are nice. This one looks super old. Hey, this guy. He played ball a long time ago. How long ago, you ask? Let's find out. This is 1984 tops. Very cool. These are probably the oldest baseball cards we have. Probably. Lenny Fado. Mike Mussina. That's a good one. Todd Stottlemyre. Jamie Moyer. Vaughn Hayes for the Phillies. I really like the style of this set. Which year is this? Talking baseball, the first player in Phillies history to connect for triple at Veteran Stadium was Larry Boa versus the Expos on April 10th, 1971. That's not too hard. The Expos aren't a team anymore. I'm having a really hard time reading the date. Having a really hard time reading this date here. Let's see if this helps. Looks like 1986. 1985 or 86 tops. Oh, can you tell? Can you tell? I can't tell. But I like it. I like it. And who knows, the Phillies could still win the World Series. I'm kidding, I've already seen the end of the World Series. I didn't record it that far in advance. We got Randy Bush and Don Baylor for the Twins. Juan Berenguer. If anybody knows anything about these cards, please let me know in the comments down below. I could use all the help I could get, you know. We got a manager. It's Billy Gardner for the Twins. Look at this guy. Just chewing on his cheeks in the bullpen, the dugout. This guy looks like an actor on some series. He doesn't look like a player. Chris Spear, shortstop. Y'all, we got two. We got dupes. We got dupes. 2 are for trade. 2 are still available. This is like 1987 or something, right? 1980. Yeah, this is the 1987 wood paneling tops set. Tim Laudner, Frank Pastore, Mickey Hatcher, Tom Branaski, Frank Efumia, Alvaro Espinoza, Frank Pastore, Tom Kelly, Frank Viola, Greg Gagne, Twins leader. Oh, that's a cool one. Minnesota Twins. Their batting and their pitching leaders. That was just the first stack that we pulled out of here. So far, probably my favorite is the Harold Baines, because I really like that player. All right, there's a lot more left. Buckle up, grab a snack. Wow, look at this. Ellis Burks, right field. Congratulations, we got a signature. Auto pen. It's printed on there. It's not a real signature, but it is a very nice card for Ellis Banks. Yeah, we didn't imagine these were all legit autographs. That would be nice. Who's this? John Burkett. And we have a Mike Devereaux autographed. What set is this from? Stadium Club? Leaf. 1993 Leaf. Oh, who are you? Who are you? John Franco for the New York Mets. We got an Astro, the real winners. The World Series. Greg Sunendel. This guy wasn't there. He did nothing for Houston this year. He did nothing for Houston. What a disappointment that guy was this year. Leo Gomez. Another huge disappointment in the year 2022. He's not doing well for the team he's no longer playing for. We have Willie Wilson. Fake name. That's the sort of name that's a fake name. Who do we got here? Mr. Texas Ranger himself. Dean Palmer, third base. I love these cards, though. They're very good-looking cards. We got a Kansas City one. Jose Lind. We got the Pirates. Don Slott. And then we got the checklist. Another Kansas City guy. Greg Gagne. Indians, Carlos Barriga. And we have Willie McGee for Pinnacle. A couple of those. Wes Chamberlain for the Phillies. Willie McGee again. Kevin Young. Dave Winfield. That's a J. Not in that picture, but he's a J. Kevin Higgins. Ryan Bowen. Steve Hosey. Jeff Branson. Doug Brocale. Todd Van Poppel. Greg Gagne. Dan Pellier. Pedro Martinez. Is this the Pedro Martinez? I thought he was a... Yeah, no, this can't be him. Andy Benez. Rod Beck. David Segui. Rob Hamlin. Mark Lewis. Greg Minton. Eric Hansen. Joe Klink. Glenn Wilson. Jim Lindman. Chuck Finley. Chico Walker. He looks like he's just standing in that picture, though. Jerome Walton. Johnny Oates. Johnny Oates is another fake name. All of these baseball players were in witness protection. Joe Torre. Bobby Thompson. Louis Polonia. Rod Nichols. Mark Gubicka. Paul Abbott. Jeff Robinson. Pedro Guerrero. Scott Radinsky. Jimmy Jones. Todd Hundley. Tim Burke. And of course, we end this stack with Greg Briley. Alright, let's see what else this box has for us. They're definitely getting mixed up in that box, let me tell you. We got Mark Langston, Jeff Dedman, Jerry Davis, Jeff Calhoun, Jackson. Just Jackson. This guy just goes by Jackson. Danny Jackson. These cards look familiar. I definitely had the full set of this. Score 92. Todd Burns. A couple of those. Dave Henderson. Dave Engel. Oh, we got another one of these 19 whatever. 85 or something. Dan Spillner. Les Lancaster. Derek Bell. Doc Gooden. Daryl Boston, Doug Sisk, Mike Musina, Mike Moore, Mike Krakow, Mickey Tettleton. Skip a couple of these. Melido Perez. What is this? We got a special thing. We found a hit. Win the most valuable card. Win the world's most valuable card official entry. Win the world's most valuable card, valued at $451,000. No card has ever sold for more than that. And you have to write in a Walmart location. Haven't been to a Walmart since horse and buggy days. So let's get back to this. Mike Algerette, Steve Crawford, Eric Anthony, Brian McRae. If you're Brian McRae, let us know in the comments down below. Jamie Navarro, Jerry Brown, Greg Jim Gott, Benji Gill, Lance Dickinson, Andy Benez. This is Pinnacle. This is Pinnacle. Jim Ganthier. Pinnacle. John Franco, Dave Hollins, Orlando Marcid. There's Rob Dibble we got Mark Davero. Holy smokes, we got a lot of these baseball players. A lot of these baseball players showing up. Wes Chamberlain for the Danny Tartable. Bruce Hurst. Todd Worrell. Wally Joyner. What is this? Chris Turner's Major League debut card from Top Stadium Club. Super team cards from Top Stadium Club. Brian Terang. Oh yeah. Alex Arias. Oh yeah. These are all good. Angels Donnie Hill. Brian Terang. Juan Augusto. That's an interesting one. And we got Tom Kelly. Again, another guy who looks like an actor. Doesn't really look like a baseball player. Maybe he acts like a baseball player for the cards, you know what I'm saying? So we got the Cleveland Guardians leaders from 1988. That was their leaders. We got Joe Carter on home runs and runs batted in, RBIs. That's why he came to Toronto. Willie Randolph, Ray Langford, Scott Terry, Terry Mulholland, Kurt Stilwell, Tim Tuffiel, Rob Scanlon. I'm just gonna stop when I see a name that I want to say. Alex Fernandez, Luis Sojo, Willie McGee, oh, you all like baseball cards? You all like baseball cards? You want any of these? These could be yours. All you gotta do is contact me in the about. Check out the about section from my email address. Contact me and offer me a deal. Offer me a trade, and I'm probably interested. We got Wayne Tolleson from 1983. Don Ross, Wally Joyner, Wally Blackman, Mariners leaders. Twins. Frank Viola, Eric Hansen, Langston and Witt. Ron Washington for the Twins and Greg Gagne. I love that style of card. Pete Filson, Brian Harper, Sal Butera, the catcher. Roger Erickson. This one looks like it could be pretty old too. It looks like from the 70s. It's a very good condition card. Yeah, that's 1982, so pretty early. Paul Abbott, the prospect, and San Diego Padres Derek Bell card. Pedro Munoz, Scott Erickson, Willie Banks from the Stadium Club. Ron Connor. Whoa, look at that shot. Brian Harper in the dirt, getting that catch. Greg Gagne. You could gag me with all these Greg Gagnes. Sure are a lot of cards. Oh, there's some sleeved stuff. Oh, there's some sleeved stuff. We're gonna put it right at the back there. Okay, we got Topps 40. 40 years of baseball. Ray Pacheco. We got the Padres leaders. Padres leaders there. Oh, we just want to know what cards did he feel like were worth sleeving? That's what we want to know. Scott Lewis, Mike something, Kevin Tabani on leaf, on this leaf. Gene Larkin, Bill Gullickson, Tim Laudner, Kevin Tapani, John Butcher. We got an Angels leaders card, the Giants leaders card, John Russell, Joe Price, Drew Smiley, Hector Santiago, Doug Fister, Daniel Norris, Huston Street. I know this one is a good one too. Jared Cosart, Alcides Escobar, Jake Lamb, Jared Costar, Huston Street, Hector Santiago, Jake Lamb, Doug Fister, Don Sutton. We got an old Don Sutton card from 1989. Yeah, this is a 1989 card. Who is this? Smokey Burgess. Good old Smokey Burgess over here. Wow, this is a thick card. Cooperston, 1993. It is thick boy. Smokey Burgess. And then we have Kurt Flood. Kurt Flood again. Very, oh, that's damage on the top there, though. So if you are interested in this, please note, it is not in mint condition. You cannot get it graded. But you could, but you'd be disappointed. We have Johnny Callison. Oh, this is a traded card. He got traded in 1993. Minnesota, that's a card for their stadium. Billy... Oh! This is the hit of the box so far. We got Billy Bean. Billy Bean card. And it's the wood paneling 1987. Billy Bean. If you don't know who Billy Bean is, this is important because this is Brad Pitt in Moneyball. And Moneyball is based on a true story. And this is Brad Pitt. Get Brad Pitt to sign that one. We have Dennis Eckersley, Rafael Palmeiro, Wilson Alvarez, and who's this? Philly. Doug Jones. Doug Jones. All right, I think we got our last stack coming up. Billy Bean, though, that is the hit. What a hit that was. That was amazing. All right, the box is done. This is actually what the trade was for, is this Nolan Ryan. And it's his son Reese and Nolan Ryan. We recently watched the Nolan Ryan documentary and it was quite good. It made me a lot more interested in Nolan Ryan. Let's take a look at a quick stack here. We're almost done. Thank you for watching. And thank you so much for your generosity in this trade, Mook. Really appreciate it. Ruben Tejada, Cole Calhoun, Sean Armstrong, Mike Leake, Eugenio Suarez, Michael Lorenzen, Zach McAllister, Mike Fierce, Robinson Kronos, the Cincinnati Reds card. What year is this? This is recent. This is recent stuff. 2016? These are Topps 2016 cards. Cincinnati Reds. Many healthy returns. Cardinals lineup ready to strike. We got Brandon Phillips for the Cincinnati Reds. We got the Detroit Tigers team card. Whoa! We got a George Springer when he played for the Houston Astros. He's a J now. That one probably just gonna keep. Cody Ash, Alex Rios, Mike Zunino, Will Myers, Dallas Keuchel from the All-Star game in 2016. James Marisnick, Jordy Mercer, Henry Urichua. Oh boy. More Will Myers, Kyle Seager, Andrew McCutcheon, Jonathan Papelbon, Hunter Pence, Giovanni Gallardo, Gregor Blanco, Will Middlebrooks, Huston Street, Aaron Nola, Brandon Belt, Jeremy Hellickson, Mike Zunino, Aaron Nola, Kevin Gosman, Mike Zunino, Jeremy Hellickson, Aaron Nola, Jeremy Hellickson, Kettle Marte. We got Brad Boxberger, Wilson Contreras, Young Ho Kang for the Pirates, Ian Kinsler, Mike Matuk. One stack left. Okay, so I think that we actually managed to save the Blue Jays for the end. We've got Mookie Wilson, Darren Hall, David Cohn, Jim Clancy, Sean Green. That's a nice one. Jack Morris, not Zach Morris, John Olerud, Junior Felix, Devon White, who's still with the organization, Willie Upshaw, Willie Blair, Manny Lee, Tom Kendiotti, Mookie Wilson again, Todd Stottlemyre, Bob McDonald, Rance Mullins, Jim Acker, And then we have some, ooh, these are the recent ones, so they might actually have players I like. So we have American League whip leaders. So these are players who have whips. Dallas Keuchel, Marco Estrada, Corey Kluber. We have Jesse Chavez, Marco Estrada, Chris Colabello. What is happening here? This is a baseball card, Robin Yount, and he's on a dirt bike. That's a special card too. Oh, I love these sidelines cards. These are cool. We got Kirby Puckett playing pool. Kirby Puckett playing, shooting little billiards. Who's this? Marquis Grissom, Dennis Martinez, Chris Nabholz, Will Cordero, Jeff Facero, Chris Nabholz, Mark Gardner, Tom Runnels, and Brian Barnes. So this was a huge stack of trading cards. I really liked the sideline cards. I liked the Billy Bean. I think these are gonna be special ones, I think. And the George Springer. There's a bunch of stuff I liked in here. Thank you so much, Mook. Thank you all for watching. I know it's a long one, but that's how she goes sometimes. Bye bye, everybody. Woo, woo.